everyone. I'm very excited to be here today. My name's Aisling, and I'm a co-founder of Positive Carbon, and we work with businesses to enable them to eliminate their food waste. Reducing food waste is one of the single greatest solutions to bring CO2 out of the atmosphere. And the reason I say that is because right now, 1/3 of all food that's produced globally is wasted. That costs the global economy $1 trillion annually, but more importantly, it contributes 10% of all greenhouse gas emissions. Just to put that in context, that's 5 times the aviation industry. But you might be wondering, where is all this food waste coming from? So we take the EU alone, outside of households. The food service industry is the largest wasters of food by far. They create €21 billion worth of food every single year. So what does this food waste look like? You may not be surprised to find out that most of it is fully preventable. It's actually the vast majority of it. 2/3 of this food did not need to be wasted. So this is food that we grew, transported, stored, cooked, and then threw into the bin. It never reached a consumer and it didn't need to be wasted. So if we just zone in on an individual business, some of the sites that we work with spend €1,000 every day on food that goes into the bin. So you can imagine being a business owner, walking over to your safe, taking out €1,000, walking over to a bin and throwing it in. If this was any other aspect of a business, it wouldn't be allowed to continue. But food waste has been overlooked for a very long time. So it's not only incredibly damaging to the environment, but it creates an excessive financial drain on the business itself. So why does this food waste happen? Well, that's a question myself and my co-founder have been trying to answer for a very long time. So Mark and I have spent many years working with some of the largest food retailers across Ireland, the UK, and Australia and Chile. And although food retailers buy in millions of euro food every month, they waste relatively little of that food. So we've noticed from our experience that they're quite good at this, and we wanted to see what was the secret to their success. And it's down to food retailers examining every single item that they throw away on a daily basis. They look at what they didn't throw away and they ask what they threw away and they ask why. Why didn't we sell this? Why are we throwing away? What didn't we sell last week? What happens at the weekends? What's happening over seasons? What happens when it rains? They have all of this really valuable food waste data, and then they have entire teams dedicated to waste prevention. Working on what you don't use in a supermarket is somewhat more straightforward. I buy in 10 apples, I sell 7, I didn't sell 3. However, in a restaurant, it's slightly more complicated, but not out of bad acting, it's just that there's a lack of visibility in this environment. So picture a restaurant, it's busy, slightly hectic, there's people who are short on time, and it's in an ever-changing environment. In the few zero-waste restaurants that do exist, they operate similarly to supermarkets in that they also examine every single item that goes into a bin. But for most commercial kitchens, they just don't have this luxury of time. But by bringing in technologies to allow them to see what they're wasting and when, there are hundreds of actions for food service providers that they can do to reduce their food waste and increase their gross profits. These include reducing overpurchasing, staff training, setting KPIs, benchmarking, reducing overproduction, incentivizing low waste days. Not only can this affect their bottom line, but it also positively impacts the planet too. Our clients who have implemented these solutions using our technologies have reduced their food waste up to 42%, shown a 2% increase in their gross profit, and most importantly, have eliminated 350 tons of CO2 from the atmosphere. But with over 9,000 restaurants across the European Union and 15 million across the globe, there is a massive opportunity for us to eliminate food waste in all of these kitchens, and we're excited to be part of it. Thank you very much for your time.